Hi there, it's Jo here from Rhythm and Tunes Piano School. Just thought I'd jump on here quickly and ask you a question this evening. So I've been contemplating this question for the last couple of days or so, and it is, do you feel nervous playing in front of others? And not just playing music, but maybe speaking in front of others. Do you like public speaking? Do you like, hey Lisa, how are you? Thanks for jumping on. Do you like public speaking, or do you feel nervous speaking in front of a crowd? I've just kind of been really interested in what causes people to feel a little bit reluctant to either perform music in front of others, or act in front of others, or as I said, public speaking, speak in front of others in a public environment. And one of the things I suppose that I notice sometimes, because I do teach in groups and I invite people to play for each other in class, of course, so that I can sort of give them some feedback on whatever it is that they've been working on for the week. And so occasionally I'll come across people who are quite nervous about the prospect of playing in front of others the first time, or maybe the second time, or even the third time. By the time they feel a bit more comfortable with the group, it becomes much easier for them. And I guess it's just made me reflect a little bit on my own personal experience as well. So when I was a kid, I was extremely nervous if I had to play for in an exam, for example, or at a concert or a recital or something like that. I very vividly remember my fingers feeling like they were turning into jelly as I was playing, and of course that's the adrenaline rush, and my heart would race and speed up 1,000 miles an hour. And what I could play so easily at home and so well at home, I never felt as though I performed it as well in a performance environment. But as I progressed through and got used to it and started to do more of it, I suppose it's like anything, the more you do of something, the easier it becomes and the more natural it feels. I do recall doing playing a Debussy piece once in front of an audience, and I, at that point in time, was probably in my early 20s at university studying performance, and I felt like I nailed it that night. So it was kind of worthwhile going through all of those experiences of feeling quite nervous and anxious about playing in front of others and getting used to it, because on that particular night it was there was nothing like the high I was on after I finished that particular performance. I remember going off to the pub with my teacher and some of the other students, and it's a real vivid memory. So who have we got on here? Jeanette, hey Jeanette, and Lisa, Karen, hello Karen, thank you for joining me. Any of you, can any of you relate? Is it something, I know that some people just will refuse to get up and do any kind of form of public speaking, and it just intrigues me whether or not it sort of stems from an experience as a child, or something that's happened in your adult lives perhaps that has caused you to feel that nervousness, or is it just us being human? Is it just something that's wired within each of us? So let me know. So that's kind of sparked a little bit of an idea in my mind, I guess. So I have come up with this idea of music. What is it? I've named it and can't remember now. Music mingling and fusion sessions for my students. So I'm going to send out an invitation to them to come along and just maybe the first 5 minutes is just going to be gratitude, because I am completely into the impact that that just feeling thankful for things has on our overall sense of well-being. Is that what it is? Thank you, John, for that input. I'll reflect on that. I am a little bit, I don't know if I'm shy or if I'm just quiet or a little bit of both. When I was a kid, I would definitely say I was shy. I think I'm just a quiet personality now, so that's okay. That's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, you've put me off now, John. I can't even remember what I was. Music mingling sessions. Yes. So I don't know if you've seen my 30-day gratitude challenge. I know that's unusual. Normally I run 30-day practice challenges, and I will be running another one of those soon, of course, because that's important as well. But so these music mingling and fusion sessions for my students, they're designed to just to get into a great space. So we'll reflect for 5 minutes on what we're celebrating for the week or what we're feeling quite grateful about. It just always produces a positive energy, I find. Then I was thinking we would put everybody into like Zoom rooms, so in little, small groups, so that they could either they can kind of practice performing in front of each other in those smaller groups. And then for the last 15 minutes of these sessions, we'll come back into the bigger group, and there'll be, 2 or 3 performances each week. So I'm actually I haven't told my students about this at all, but it's just kind of been an idea percolating in my mind for the last couple of days, off the back of this experience of watching people perform in my group lessons and feeling, quite nervous initially. So I just thought the more that we do of it, the better we'll become, and hopefully the less nervous we will be. So I also wanted to let you know that if you would like to be part of all of this, it's just fun being here, I find, at Rhythm and Tunes Piano School. It's just really, really lovely to see the progress and the enthusiasm and the momentum that we can build as a result of coming in for a lesson each week. So I will be running a free introductory session tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. South Australian time. That's right, I live in Adelaide, South Australian time. I've got so many different time zones going on in my brain because I speak to people all over the country now, and so I had a lady come in from Melbourne this morning who enrolled into lessons, and I've got people in Queensland now, I've got people in Perth. I had a lady up in Darwin as well. I think I've actually had students all over the country now from every single state. So I'm running that session on Zoom, which is very, very easy to use. I just send you a link and you just need to download the Zoom app. Most people have it these days because of COVID. Everybody's discovered Zoom. That's how we've had to live for the last year or so in one way or another. So, and then the next round of Music on Steroids runs from Wednesday next week, 12:30 South Australian time. So if you want to get in on all of this musical deliciousness and reconnect and reignite your love affair with the piano, you are very welcome to join me tomorrow on Zoom. And I have a 2-for-1 offer, so you will be able to travel through the Music on Steroids course twice. So you only have to pay for it once, but you get to come back through it for some concrete revisions. So you're very welcome. So yes, let me know about what your experience of playing in front of other people has been, or if you're an actor acting in front of other people, or even just speaking in public. Is that something that you like to do, enjoy doing, or avoid at all costs? I would love to know. Your thoughts on that. What else has been happening? I had a conversation with a student earlier in the week. She had quite a number of years of piano training as a child, and she has just learned the first section of Beethovens Elise. this way. She had learnt it as a child from the music notes, and I have retaught it to her using the tools and strategies that we use in this program. And she said to me, it's now feeling much more secure in her fingers, that she doesn't have to peer at the black dots, and she's got it to memory. And so much more secure in her fingers. And what else did she say? She said, it's feeling more like an old friend rather than a frantic train wreck. So I thought that was really interesting. So I'm just wondering that when she used to play Für Elise and it did feel like a frantic train wreck, whether or not she was feeling quite anxious and nervous. So yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting connection. Anyway, I can't believe that I haven't played this for you in previous videos like this. So I just thought I would play the very first section of Beethoven's Für Elise and let you know that we study this probably around the 12 to 18 month part of the program. We can probably get to it earlier, it just depends on the pace of the class. You all know this as a very, it's an incredibly famous piece of music, and I feel nervous performing it for you because, I don't know, I don't think you can ever play famous pieces of music perfectly, but we're not about perfection here. Perfection, I think, is quite dangerous, but that's another conversation for another day. So I'm just going to finish up with the first section of Beethoven's Für Elise that we learn in level 5 of the program. See how I go. I feel my my fingers turning to jelly already, so we'll see how we go. Talk about nervousness made me nervous. Never mind, we are okay with so-called mistakes here. We don't expect you to come in and play every single note perfectly. There's no such thing. And by all means, reach out if you are interested in finding out a little bit more about this very alternative way of digesting music. It's very different probably to the way that you have previously looked at music. We end up looking at it through a completely different lens, a completely different perspective. So join me tomorrow, free introductory session, 11 a.m. SA time. Just message me on this page if you're interested and I will get the Zoom link to you. All right, take care for now though. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye. I can turn the button off. Not doing very well tonight. Might go and have a wine.